Subsection 4 of Reclaiming Revolution. History, Summation, and Lessons from the Work of STORM, Standing Together to Organize a Revolutionary Movement. This recording is in the public domain. Recorded by the Progressing America Project. Revolutionary Youth Movement, RYM. The main goal of STORM's RYM, pronounced like rhyme, workgroup was to support the development of a revolutionary internationalist trend of youth organizations in the Bay. We formed this workgroup out of recognition of the historical importance of youth and student organizing in revolutionary movements the world over. We also found that young people of color were open to revolutionary politics and a natural base for our work. RYM was STORM's largest workgroup, including more than half of all members. Most STORM members had been engaged and playing leading roles in the Bay Area youth movement when they joined the organization. RYM members were involved in Youth Force Coalition, the People of Color Task Force to Free Mumia, later known as Third Eye Movement 510, Third Eye Movement 415, see footnote. Pencil, Progressive Educators Network Creating International Liberation, and SOUL, the School of Unity and Liberation. Begin footnote. There were not always STORM members in Third Eye Movement 415. A STORM member helped found Third Eye Movement in 1997, but left the organization a year later. Later, two other STORM members moved to Third Eye Movement 415 from Third Eye Movement 510, of which they had been members beforehand. End footnote. Indeed, STORM members founded or co-founded all of these organizations, and each played a leading role in the youth and student movement. Initially, RYM's program was broad and short on detail. Provide political education and skills trainings for youth leaders. Build up mass organizations of young people of color. Build unity among youth organizations in the Bay Area. We plan to carry these tasks out in a number of different areas, including the fight to free Mumia and the emerging movement against the growing prison industrial complex. But the introduction of Proposition 21, a racist, statewide ballot initiative dismantling the juvenile justice system and throwing minors into adult courts and prisons, changed the face of youth organizing in the Bay Area. Almost every youth organization reoriented their work to fight Prop 21. This campaign became a major focus for the RYM sector work. All of the organizations in which RYM members were involved, Youth Force Coalition, Third Eye Movement, Pencil, and SOUL, got involved in this campaign. Our youth work shifted from broad movement building to helping to build the coherence and militancy of this crucial fight. During the No on 21 campaign, schools not jails became a popular demand among Bay Area youth organizations. As young people got excited, these organizations' membership and militancy reached new heights. For example, Youth Force Coalition grew into an alliance of more than 30 youth organizations. It coordinated direct actions against the corporate funders of Proposition 21 throughout the Bay Area. The No on 21 campaign was a powerful fusion of the energy and cultural vibrancy of hip-hop on the one hand and militant direct action organizing on the other. Rallies, protests, and cultural events regularly drew hundreds of young people of color. STORM members brought experience in militant street tactics, revolutionary agitation, and coalition building to this crucial fight. They worked hard to build the various mass organizations that they were members of. While working hard in their mass organizations, RYM members also met together as a work group. RYM members used meetings as a time to draw lessons from their experiences, to assess their organizations and the movement as a whole, and to think about how they could strengthen and radicalize the campaign. RYM's goals for, and strategic orientation towards movement building, were broad and general. Individual members were left to determine how to implement these goals on their own. In time, mass organizations began to criticize RYM for not being open enough about its internal discussions about the rest of the movement. We were not clear enough about the relationship between STORM and our mass work. In some cases, this confusion led to suspicion and mistrust. When the No on 21 campaign ended, other individuals' and groups' frustrations with STORM came to a head. One example of this dynamic was Third Eye Movement 415's decision to ban anyone with a political line from membership in its core. 6 youth organizations came to Storm collectively to voice their criticisms. Our inability to resolve these tensions contributed to our eventual decision to dissolve Storm. See the sections, Storm's History, for a more detailed account of this period. More than any of our other work, Storm's involvement in the Bay Area's radical youth and student movement illustrates the benefits, complications, and questions inherent in the relationship between cadre organizations and broader movements. End of subsection 4.